Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back at you with the fourth and final part of March to the Very Victory, which is basically plans for March, where I plan for March and that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And I didn't quite get around to finishing it yesterday. I think looking in the background, looking at the background, my reflection or behind me, it feels a bit dark at the moment, even though it's only 10 o'clock in the morning here, so it's really dim outside. It's raining quite a bit, so I didn't put more lighting on, but it is quite early. Anyway, I hope this records properly, and I think I'm much to say for the intro, but I hope to read your comments and things like that. Hopefully people will comment and I'll be able to read your comments. And here goes. So these are ideas, pointers, thoughts, plans, or whatever you call them, number 31 to 40. So here goes. So number 31, hopefully things will get better over. I am quite a pessimist, but I'm trying to be positive, be an optimist if I can. As I say, March to the Very Victory is supposed to be about being positive and optimistic, but I'll accept that it might start a bit slow and change takes time, so it might not be quite as good as I want, but I hope I won't give up straight away if things go a bit wrong, as I sometimes can be guilty of. But yeah, I often say I get the worst out of the way, so hopefully after the first day things will get better and better, hopefully. So hopefully it will gradually get better, generally speaking. That's the dream anyway. Number 32, I hope to continue to learn things if I can, hopefully useful things I'm going to use, as I mentioned in, I think it was part one, point number 2, I think it was. So this is really just a recap of many of those ideas, I suppose, and possibly adding a few things onto it. Number 33, I hope to find ways to promote libertarianism. Number 34, I hope I can find ways to keep active and do more. Number 35, I hope I can find ways to produce meaningful work, and hope people will support my works, contents, and things like that. Number 36, I hope to look into how to benefit Italian football, and maybe even how Italian football can come together, unite together, and the country can work together, especially on the 17th of March, which is Italy's Unification Day. One dilemma, as I recently mentioned, is that I have so many ideas to cover on one day, or on each day. So it's difficult to decide, to make decisions on what to work on. But I hope that I will be able to prioritize my time, my attention, time, money, effort, energy, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'd love to look into ways to benefit Italian football generally and how they can unite together and support each other, encourage each other and whatnot, how the FIGC, the Italian FA, and Serie A, and even the Italian government and politicians, councillors, schools, parents, teachers, and the wider society, I discussed a while back, and that kind of thing. And basically all of Italy can come together, including new migrants who can be integrated through football. I hope to talk about how I'd love for Italy to work with migrants and on football and help each other practice. So hopefully Italy can benefit from migration like France did with their football team, and Brazil over time. They've had a lot of people coming from all over the world to Brazil and that kind of thing, but especially for France more recently. So hopefully a lot of those African migrants can help Italian football to recover or get back to its glory days and things like that. But yeah, I'd love to unite all the possible citizens in Italy, and even those from the diaspora, anyone with Italian blood, and also my fellow Eurasians and Burundians like myself included. So Italian politicians, councillors, teachers, parents, the wider society, even businesses, maybe even police forces and whatnot, being involved in football for the community and things like that. So yeah, hopefully Italian unity through football. I only support Italy for football, that's why I focus on football for Italy. Number 37, also for Celtic. Again, I'm wary about making too many videos in one day because I don't want people to be bored of me if I can help it. Maybe people already are, so I try not to bore people if I can, but I try and keep it interesting, obviously, and that kind of thing. But I do fear if I make too many videos, I'll bore people to death. So I certainly don't want to do that. But ideally, I mention that because ideally on the 17th of March, I'd cover videos about Italian football, my plans for Italian football, and how Italians could unite over football, and also Ireland and ideas to benefit Ireland, generally speaking, like their economy and things like that, as it's St. Patrick's Day as well. And maybe on that note, Italians and Irish people practicing football together, Irish businesses investing in Italian football and things like that, for instance, and also Celtic. But obviously, there's only 24 hours in a day. And again, I don't want to upload too many videos too quickly, so I hope to make those decisions. Number 38, I also hope to discuss, and I plan to do this in February, but I didn't quite get around to it as Valentine's Day is in February. So I was thinking not a romantic type of love, because I'm not, as I mentioned before a while back, in February itself, I'm a romantic myself. So I don't really give a F. I don't really give a damn, to put it politely, about romance, really. But I was thinking of making videos about, and I'm hoping to get around to like making videos on maybe next week on the 8th, like what would make me love God more, what sort of things would make me love God more, like supporting my writing, supporting my YouTube channel, if God sort of did that sort of thing, or the more writing, YouTubing, typing, fundraising, and general plans and goals, aims, objectives, dreams, and working on my 5 causes. The more I get to do any of those sort of things, the more I would love God. So I'm hoping to make list videos on that as well. But I am thinking about ways I could perhaps mix up a bit to make different content as well. Number 39, I hope to think about how to get my ideas onto paper and like my dreams for my writing. And sure, there was something I was going to say, but I've completely forgotten, as I often do. As I hope to prioritise and work on my works, MKS works, my writings and plans for my writings and things like that. The more I get to write, the more I will love God. I was thinking to say also in point number 38, sometimes I've got to admit, recently I've been thinking, even in the past as well, I was thinking like, I wonder if God even wants me to love him, but these are things, I thought I'd put it out there anyway, these are things that would make me love God more. If I get to write, if I get to make YouTube videos, if I get to type, if I get to fundraise, and if I get to work on my goals, aims, objectives, dreams, causes, just generally speaking. And again, I'm sure there was something I was going to say in point number 39, but I've completely forgotten it. Something about writing. But yeah, I hope to go through some of my plans for my writing, my dreams for my writing. And I'll be kicking myself later probably if I remember what I was going to say. But anyway, moving on. And number 40, I think that covers everything for now. I was going to cover a point that I already covered in point number 30, so I think I'll leave it at that because I already covered that in point number 30 anyway. So anyway, I think I did quite well keeping this short and sweet. So I'm a bit wary about whether to do list videos or to try and do something different. So I'll have to, as my dad would say, play it by ear, i.e. I think that means make a decision nearer to the time. Anyway, on that note, if you have any suggestions for videos, any sort of reaction videos you'd like me to do, on that note, I'd love to do reaction videos as well. A point I forgot to say when I was talking about like supporting the Black community in February, I was thinking like reacting to videos. I don't think I covered that point. So that's one way to support YouTube, Black YouTubers. So I was thinking, I talked about like how watching their videos, giving them views, basically liking their videos, subscribing to, sharing their videos could support their channel, but also the channels collectively, individually and collectively, of course. But also reacting to their videos might also give them more exposure to, so people can check out their channels as well. So that's another way to perhaps support their channels. Anyway, I am out.